Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome. Thanks for being with us. Hey, on Friday, let me just remind you, we've got the really interesting, I think, super compelling update on the MH370 flight mystery. Where'd that thing go?
Oh, they haven't found it.
No, not yet. No. Well, I don't know. Tune in Friday, find out.
Okay.
But it's going to be a great show. You know, we already. You might be thinking to yourself, well, you already did that one. Why are you doing it again? Because there's some new developments that are really cool, and we're sharing. All right, what are you doing, Keith?
The conspiracy continues.
What do you mean, what am I doing?
What are you doing? What is it? What is this?
What do you mean, what is this? I transitioned.
Did you?
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow, thanks for celebrating.
Well, I didn't realize your pink hair was going to grow in so fast.
Thank you for celebrating the new me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
How do women keep their hair out of their eyes, or dudes that don't know where a barbershop is?
They do this a lot.
Ugh.
Yeah,
behind the ear, buddy.
If you have girls
Behind
in your
the
house, you
ear.
have hair ties all over your house.
Yeah.
Right.
They're everywhere.
Anyway, it was a quick process. I mean,
Really quick.
I
would have thought a shave might be appropriate under the circumstances,
Wow.
but I guess not.
transitioning.
Wow.
Are you
Who am I?
shaming me?
Yeah. No.
Once
no.
you start taking the medicine,
Okay,
there's not a lot to remove.
Because HR will be here at 10:56 today in the morning.
as always.
So I'll be sure to go and talk to them if you have a problem.
cover
but
the
it's a
hippo
transitional process, Pat.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right.
But
you don't
yeah.
want to do too much in one day. Is that what
It's
you're saying?
kind of like the Las Vegas drive-through chapel of transitioning. It's a one-day thing. You just get in there and then hope for the best.
It's really cool. All right. Well, good.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's great. You're now a superior human being.
Yeah.
100%.
I hope you're happy with the new you.
The pronouns that I've chosen are never, ever.
Never ever are your pronouns?
Yeah,
That's
we're
weird.
we're not gonna do that.
That's
anymore.
weird.
you got your screenshots, okay, y'all. Make your memes. But you're right on the Malaysian Airlines 370. I have talked to Ashton before, and there's good lord, it's quite a bit of updates since I talked to him in November. Quite a bit. It is so fascinating.
Conversation with him in November was fascinating.
Yeah, he's
I almost hope it's what he says it is.
All same.
well, we'll just wait.
Same.
Yeah.
Wait and find out, won't we?
Yeah. Yep.
It's a good plot of a movie.
Yeah.
Yep, it really
of the
is.
show. Start of the show. Kicking it off with him on Friday.
Okay. So we might spend the whole 2 hours. We'll see. We'll see how's that goes. But we got that one, and then we're pretty excited about the Las Vegas special we're going to do. I think that's in May, right?
Correct.
End of May.
Yep.
So
I'm excited about that.
that should be
That
wow. I mean, we've seen some amazing
we
updates
most
on that.
certainly have.
Holy cow. Of course, there's never been an update on the official story. That just continues to be
That's
some guy
the narrative.
went
Yeah.
nuts and started shooting people.
Gambling debts.
We're
right?
done.
Yeah.
Walk away.
Yeah. I mean, a millionaire who was so distraught, I guess, that he murdered all those people for no reason.
I tell you.
All right. Well, whatever.
Never believe the government's official story,
Yeah.
because if your gut says there's something more there, there's something
Almost
more there.
always is.
Yeah.
It's like things that sound too good to be true almost always are. And anytime the government says anything, it's almost always a lie.
Yep.
That's the way it turns out now. It's sad to feel that way. I hate it. I hate it. But that's where we are. So let's get going today with Joe Biden's big day from yesterday.
It was in my old stomping grounds in Tampa. Love it.
Okay. So I bet you wish you would have been there.
Kind of do.
To enjoy that visit.
Kind of do.
Yeah. Because I'm sure everything's really convenient in the city when he's there.
Oh, man. It's
no
awesome.
traffic problems.
Actually,
Everything
and I
goes
don't know
smoothly.
where they usually land at McDill's, so they don't.
The Air Force Base?
The TIA can handle it, but they just, they shut down the airspace, obviously, but they usually land at McDill. And so that makes it a little easier, but South Tampa is a nightmare. Because you're right. No, it's just closed.
Yeah.
It's just closed.
Right.
But I got it. No, we're closed.
But he was inspirational. He showed us how vigorous he is, as he often does.
I mean,
Such a weird habit. Go back to the very beginning again, because
really is.
I just have to see it again. Just
He kind of pulled out of it. He kind of pulled out of it.
He did. It's that one little step, a quick step, so it makes it look like he's doing it.
Oh my gosh!
I'm here.
But it's okay. So even though he pulls out of that,
That's outstanding.
Why am I so angry?
he
I
doesn't.
don't
He
know.
doesn't
Why?
get it out of his
I
system.
don't know.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
Oh, wow.
No. It's a rough day
That's
for him.
hilarious.
So there's,
day
it
for
just
America.
pisses me off so much. I don't know why.
I'm with you. I'm with you. It's because you know why?
He hasn't
It's
even started
fraudulent.
talking yet.
It's because you know that you've seen that and every other stupid thing that he does 4 million times.
Yeah.
And you know there are people in your life, in your neighborhood, your friends, your family, people you go to church with, people that I would say that you work with, but the people listening right now, I mean, that may not apply to the Blaze, but everybody has so many people in their life that have never seen anything like this.
Yeah,
Nothing from him. Not once.
Yeah.
And it's so frustrating for us.
It is.
What are you not? Do you not
It
see this?
is. I mean, if only everybody saw what we see every day.
That's why.
day.
There's no way you could vote for this guy.
That's
There's
why-
no way.
Every day.
If you're watching right now, if you're listening right now, so help me, share this
Please,
show with your
please.
friends and your
Yes.
family. I mean, if you haven't done it yet, this is an election year. It's very important we get this Marxist vessel out of the White House. Please
That's
share
for sure.
this show.
And the Marxism is such a tiny portion of how hideous he is and the evil he's perpetrating on this country. It's a tiny portion of it.
It's still a portion, though.
It is a portion.
It's still
and
a
it's
portion.
becoming a bigger portion.
Yes, it is.
Something we need to talk about. Don't let me forget to talk about the tax increase he's proposing. Oh my gosh.
Fun, right?
Oh,
Well, I mean, people need to pay their fair share, Pat. I don't know what your problem is.
I'm glad you brought that up. I really
I don't know
am.
what your problem is.
Well, my problem is I don't want to pay my fair share.
Thank you.
I'm already paying what I consider to be way over my fair share. So
You may be considering wrong.
apparently. So just jotted that. We got to talk about that. That's outrageous. But he was almost vigorous after the fake jog. Then I think he was so inspired by what he just
the
did.
juices are flowing.
Had to do it again.
Again, look at that.
What are you doing?
It's like a 2-step jog. Ugh. Now, he can
Hideous.
salute everybody and their brother, but not the military.
Unreal. I think that was a trip. I'm not even sure he was doing the fake jog. That might have been a trip.
Yeah, look.
Watch. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hard to say.
Either way, he still sucks.
Yeah. Yes. There's that.
We can agree on that.
Who are these people that would cheer
I
this
don't
guy?
know.
Wow. And where have you been? And why aren't you paying attention? But he made some promises, and here's one of the things they love.
You know, if I have my way in the next 4 years, I'm going to make community college free.
Yeah! Yeah!
Grow the economy. Cost the taxpayers.
Wow.
It won't
It won't cost the taxpayers? I'm sorry, how does that work?
I don't know.
Don't ask him because
Because he
What?
doesn't know
he
either.
doesn't know either.
You're going to pay for everybody's free college.
Community
Community college.
Pat.
But it won't cost the taxpayers anything?
And that's interesting if you think about it. I don't
All
know
right.
what I know the federal dollars touch every college except for Hillsdale, but predominantly these are county.
BYU doesn't accept any taxpayer dollars.
Okay.
But, people will make the point, well, they get loans for college, don't they? And that comes from the government.
Yeah, that's the connection there.
Okay,
yeah.
so-
But see,
They
what's
don't
going
get
to
any
happen?
study money or anything when they do the.
No.
So
What you're going to see
Nope.
happen is okay.
They're not. They don't.
okay.
Community colleges, you want this money? Yeah, strings are always attached when the federal government
no
is
kidding.
involved.
For sure.
No
What
kidding.
kind of DEI nonsense? You may have a ban on it in colleges, state universities in Florida, but if you're a community college and you take federal dollars, that thing's going to end up in court.
Oh yes.
If this kind of crap
I don't know
goes
why it
through.
would end up in court. It's not going to cost the taxpayers.
Oh, that's fair.
Right. Thank you for that reminder. Really important. That yes, your college will be free at a community college, but no taxpayer dollars are going to it. So I guess they're just going to convince all community colleges not to charge anything and to work at a deficit for the rest of their existence. That's a good plan.
They'll all be open, thriving.
If you run a community college, I bet you're really excited to hear that.
Because community college is going to be just like the minimum wage, right? Everybody's going to be making $1 million an hour, but there's not going to be any jobs.
Right.
So community college is going to be free, but there's not going to be any community college.
There won't be any. But if you could go there, it would be free. So congratulations on that. Then there came a time when he left the stage.
Oh, no.
Yesterday.
He does that thing at the same spot.
Yeah. Every time.
And then he just waddles off. So inspiring.
It's just terrible.
Oh, my gosh.
It's so bad. We just
man.
we just hate it when he's walking away from us.
Yep.
I love that he's playing Tom Petty. I won't back down. Oh yeah, look at you in there, Mr. Vigor.
Yeah.
Mr. Vigor.
He does give a little hop there though. Like that's all he's got left in it now. It's a hap right here. A little half that's it. That might have
He was
actually been a trip.
almost either tripping or going to do the jog again.
Yeah,
the fake jog.
He has no idea what he's doing from 1 second to the next.
Just the rage I feel every time. Wow. Well,
So good.
but, we have him to thank for the civil rights movement, of course.
Well,
You know that, right? I mean, he was really the founder of it. Despite the fact that he never went to a rally or didn't really participate, then other times he was instrumental in that civil rights movement.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
For me, I got involved when I was a kid in electoral politics out of the civil rights movement.
Oh,
And it all got down to one person at a time. I mean it sincerely.
What is that?
do you?
Organizing my
You're not
state
joking.
to its great shame was segregated by law. That's why I got involved as a kid when I got out of high school and into college.
Yeah.
And it's about just doing the basic things.
Okay. So he's reading his stories from cards now. He can't even remember his lies off the top of his head. and can we play the last 10 seconds? Because I think something gets overlooked here. Yes, he's lying about the civil rights movement, but he actually says, he admits that he got involved with a kid.
State to its great shame was segregated by law. That's why I got involved as a kid when I got out of high
There it
school.
is.
I mean, the pedophiles are going to pedophile.
And it's about just doing the basic things.
It's just about doing the basic things.
basic things. I don't know where the original speech was in Tampa because it sounded like there was actually a few people there. But I mean, this speech is like in a classroom. There's nobody there. No one is there. It's.
But he wanted an intimate setting, Jeffy.
Oh, he's on the acoustic tour.
Acoustic tour. He's always on the acoustic tour.
Okay, so there's an example of he was involved in civil rights.
Right.
Yeah, we should do a flashback, right?
Yeah, but he's also not involved in the civil rights movement.
I got involved when I was a kid in electoral politics out of the civil rights movement.
No.
During the 60s, I was, in fact, very concerned about the civil rights movement.
He was concerned
I
about
was
it.
not an activist.
Oh.
I worked at an all-black swimming pool in the east side of Wilmington, Delaware.
yeah.
I wish corn pop.
I was involved. I was involved in what they were thinking, what they were feeling.
Yeah.
I was involved, but I was not out marching.
Huh.
I was not down in Selma. I was not anywhere else.
Kids were rubbing my legs.
But he was concerned. Well, yeah, I mean, this was
I got hairy legs
going on at the
that
pool.
Turn,
And
that,
way more important,
That turn
blonde
in the sun.
in the sun.
And the kids
Okay.
used to come
The
up
kids
and reach
came
in
up,
the pool
reach to
and
the pool.
rub my leg down.
Ooh.
So it was straight, and then watch the hair
Yeah, watch it
come back up again.
come back up again.
They
right?
look at it. So
And
I
they'd
learned
look at
about
it.
roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap.
So,
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
I'm all for civil rights, but that was going on.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, and that was way more important.
Man, corn pop was this close to saving us a lot of trouble, America.
Man. All right, then did he make the sign of the cross too?
Oh my gosh.
at the abortion.
Oh,
'Cause
my gosh.
he's so Catholic, I'm sure he can't help himself, and every tenet of the Catholic Church is so meaningful to him.
Yeah, if
That
you
it's
dare to
automatic.
suggest that you not terminate the life of a child, that's when you decide to do the cross. This is
Crazy.
strange, man.
And then we come back here to the state of Florida. where Ron DeSantis felt like he needed to run for president, and so 15 weeks wasn't good enough. We had to go to 6 weeks.
Weird. Okay.
Really weird.
What a bizarre moment for that.
Maybe he's doing it because of mention of DeSantis.
I think so.
But
running
still,
for president or whatever, it was
there's
just
that is not the time or place for that.
Uncool. Oh, wow. Jeez.
Yep.
All right. There's lots more. I mean, he had a busy day.
Yeah.
He's a busy man.
He
gets a lot of things accomplished in a 24-hour period. We'll get to more of that coming up in a minute. But first, Jace Medical, trying to fill in the gaps of the drug shortages that we're experiencing right now in the United States of America. For whatever reason, there could come a time, and that time might be right now in your life, where drugs are difficult to come by, where your pharmacy doesn't immediately have them, or you have to wait days or weeks to fill a prescription. That's where the Jace case comes in handy. It comes with 5 antibiotics that you always have on hand. So you get any kind of bacterial infection, you just take the antibiotics that you've already got in your stash. And these can be life-saving. Plus, you can do add-ons like ivermectin, the EpiPen. It's so convenient and so great to have the Jace case with you. JaceMedical.com. Go there, JaceMedical.com. Enter the promo code PAT at checkout and get a nice discount on your order. Promo code PAT at JASE, JaceMedical.com.
Pat Gray unleashed.
Then, of course, I mean, he's done everything. He comes from every walk of life. We know that.
Yes.
We've established that. He's also done every job imaginable, from lumberjacking to truck driving. He's done everything in his life.
Waterman?
The waterman?
Waterman.
Yes, he was a waterman?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Everything.
Yeah.
That's why he's such a great president, because he's got such a diverse background.
Man of the
Comes
people.
from everywhere, does everything.
Lunchbox Joe.
Yeah. Here's some 18-wheeler talk. Was this when he was a truck driver from those days? Here he is.
Besides, I used to drive an 18-wheeler.
Oh. He
You know
used
what
to.
I did?
Yeah, I did.
That's exactly right.
Wow. I mean, the story's been debunked over and over and over again.
Doesn't matter.
By the Washington Post.
Doesn't matter.
And others. It doesn't matter.
Every story he tells is a lie.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter.
The man has never driven an 18-wheeler. He's ridden in one.
Maybe.
Supposedly, he rode from, I don't know, Delaware to Ohio or something with a trucker once. But now that's become, I drove it. I used to drive 18-wheeler. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Jeez. It's like, I used to fly planes. If you've ever flown in a plane, you've taken a plane somewhere. I used to fly planes.
Well, his uncle.
I still do so. Yeah, his uncle.
His uncle was flying in a plane.
Flying the plane.
He's now a pilot.
Got shot down despite the fact he wasn't shot down.
Okay, I got to say this because I know this, not a chance this friend of mine from childhood is listening, but that's like a buddy of mine who said he was at the Hard Rock Cafe and U2 was there. And he said hi to them. And I was like, all right, what? Were you sitting at your table under a big picture of U2 that you talked to? Yeah, that's what I was really saying, yeah. I mean, that's what Joe Biden, Joe Biden is.
Yeah, I don't know how he justifies this in his mind. I don't know if there is any justification, or maybe he's just convinced himself all this stuff is true.
It doesn't
at this
matter.
point.
And
I don't know.
He doesn't care.
He's such a
doesn't
lying
care.
sack, it's hard to know.
Yeah.
But he talked about the fact that we can't be trusted.
Listen to this.
Okay.
That he
In a
can't
sense,
be
I
trusted.
don't know why we're surprised by Trump. How many times does he have to prove we can't be trusted?
There you go. How many times
does
does
he
Joe
have to
have to prove that he can't be trusted? He says he's talking about his administration.
Yep.
Man,
Wow.
he sucks.
Man, oh man. Also, a reminder, because I know this is not always uppermost in our minds, but you've got to be reminded from time to time not to mess with the mum-women of America.
What was that?
The mum-women. Yeah, don't mess with it. It is important.
Okay.
It could save your life. If you start messing with the mum-women, then bad things happen.
I haven't seen this. This ought to be really interesting.
We'll teach Donald Trump and extreme MAGA Republicans a valuable lesson.
Okay.
Don't mess with the women of America.
That was awesome.
One more time, because I want you to be able to remember this. Let it be emblazoned in your mind.
It's a lesson.
Yeah. It's powerful.
Will teach Donald Trump and extreme MAGA Republicans a valuable lesson. Mm-hmm. Don't mess with the women of America.
Don't mess with the men of America. The men.
You mean like carving up Title IX so that men are now covered under it?
Yeah, I guess it is women he's trying to say there. Don't mess with the women of... Which he's done. Yeah. That's exactly what he did with Title IX.
Yep.
To protect women, not the women who have been participating in collegiate sports. Now we're protecting the actual biological males who want to compete against the women. To the detriment of the biological women. And yet, he's claiming that's protecting women. Incredible. Really incredible. All right. So then KJP, what, she was wearing sunglasses? What is the sunglasses clip here?
Oh, no.
Chris, this is from Chris.
If you want to be Dark Brandon, right? If you want to wear sunglasses outside and look cool the way obviously Joe does, KJP can get you set up here.
Oh, good.
Wait, can I just say, open it up and it says President Joe Biden on one of the sides?
Oh, is this president? Oh, I see it right here. Oh, right there. All right, Karine, thank you for being here. We will be right back. Karine Jean-Pierre.
Now you can look like Joe. That's cool.
What a treat.
I bet that was a hard-hitting interview, am I right?
Oh, man.
What'd they talk about?
Man, I wish I would have seen it in its entirety.
Me too.
I'll bet her feet were held to the fire.
You can probably go back and catch it, on whatever.
Really?
Whatever platform.
But if I try, I'm sure the internet's been shut down due to people searching for that.
Around here, you
hard-hitting
never
interview.
know
Oh,
when
man.
the internet's been shut down.
That's true.
So this next clip, remember last week, it wasn't just a few days ago that Joe Biden was in Pennsylvania at a Sheetz convenience store.
That's correct.
Yeah.
He made a big deal about stopping there.
So listen carefully to this news report.
Sheetz is being sued over its hiring practices. The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission filed the suit this morning. It claims that the way Sheetz bases employment on criminal records disproportionately screens out Black, Native American, and other multiracial applicants, and that this violates federal law. The suit does not accuse Sheetz of being motivated by race when making hiring decisions. We have reached out to Sheetz for comment, but so far we have not heard back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Yeah. He's suing. The administration is suing Sheetz.
Yes.
Because Sheetz does criminal background checks that could disproportionately affect minorities.
The numbers that they showed were, a higher percentage of blacks were getting kicked out from the hiring process.
Is a background check not a
if they have a
background check?
criminal record? Yeah. Doesn't virtually every business do a criminal background check?
That's what I'm trying to figure out why Sheetz is being singled out here, because I thought a background check was a background check.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't use it against them. I'm pretty sure that's what the federal
Why would you do
government...
it then?
I should have more.
I'm pretty sure that's what the federal government is saying, because...
It can't factor into your decision.
Right. Because
what's the point of doing it?
Right. There is no point, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which is what they're getting at. Is that, just your
It's incredible.
And because the numbers are over, proportionately the minorities are...
Whose fault is that?
Failing the background checks, they're pissed.
Oh,
I know.
Okay, so they're saying...
Wow.
They're saying that... And remember now, that report just said that Sheetz they weren't trying to be discriminatory. Correct. But this says...
That's what the feds are saying.
I'm reading this story from the Philadelphia Inquirer. Specifically, the EEOC found while white job applicants were denied jobs because of their history, about 8% of cases, that rate of denial was 14.5% for black applicants.
Well, it's going to be if, and only if you're doing this kind of a background check, blacks have more criminal records than whites do. If that's the case, then yes, it would affect them more than the whites.
Correct.
If it's not the case, if whites have the same rate or a bigger rate than the minorities, you would you would eliminate more whites.
That's correct.
There's nothing you can do about reality.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sorry.
there is. You just have to look the other way.
Okay.
Forget about it.
All right. Well, if that's what they're saying, then say it.
Yeah,
Look, you can't not hire somebody based on their criminal background.
I think this is saying that let's just say it was one. If you had 100 white applicants who had a red flag on their background check and 100 black applicants, I think they're saying that 14 and a half of those black applicants are going to be denied because of that. 8% of those applicants will be denied because of that. But I don't even know, A, how you prove that, and B, who is going after Sheets and looking into this? How many companies right now are like, dear God, what is our percentage? I mean, this is...
Nobody would know.
Right.
If you just do the background check and you find somebody has a criminal record.
So weird.
And you don't hire them. I mean, how often does that happen? That happens to more businesses than Sheets.
So these companies have probably filled out federal forms saying, why did you deny applicants jobs at your thing? And they thought, oh, this is easy. Oh, this is easy. And background check fail, whatever. Next thing they know, you're 5% off. You're 6.5% off from the other race. I mean, this is I guarantee
incredible.
you a lot of management teams right now are looking through their recent rejects in the applicant pile going, oh my gosh, are we next?
Well, you'd have to.
Yeah.
What an insane world.
Can we talk about the $1.99 gas prices at Sheets? Look at that. Put that up. Look at that. $1.99.
Time to update your B-roll.
When did you film that B-roll?
Yeah, that's old, obviously. They're like,
that's the more important story here.
1999, maybe?
They're like,
hey, do we have any B-roll of Sheets? Because it would take 5 minutes to go out there and do
I know.
stuff. $1.99. That's great.
That's a great price, but that's not today.
That's the problem. $1.99 is not a great price. But
No, that's
okay,
true, but-
it's a lot better than what we're paying.
that right there is an Overton window.
That sure
right
is.
there, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember when the gallon number used to go up faster than the dollar amount number.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there was a time when the gallons went up faster than... So, like, if you had, for instance, you had 2 gallons...
Okay.
But you've only spent $1.50.
What?
Yeah.
That's olden times, man.
Olden days.
I don't remember that.
Called the 1990s.
Yeah.
In certain places, it was still applicable in the 90s.
I mean, I remember doing a bit where we had people show up, rode up for miles, a morning show bit where we sold gas for 97 cents a gallon.
Yeah, because that was your frequency or whatever.
Yeah, we had 970, but I mean, it was just that was, and gas was, I don't know, $1.20, or it had gone up to $1.15 or
and
whatever.
everybody thought that was a lot then.
Right, so we were gonna,
so
we
now
sold
it's 97
it for
cents.
under $1.
It's
Right,
a huge deal.
right.
Yes.
Not even close.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine trying to do some kind of wacky stunt like that today? Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, and I've made the point that February of 1999 at the racetrack gas station on Austell Road, Cobb County, Georgia, 59 cents a gallon.
What year was that?
February of 1999.
Yeah, wow.
That's when that barrel of oil was trading at under $10 a barrel, if you'll recall.
Yeah, there was a short time a while ago, in the fairly recent past, when the oil market crashed like that, went down to almost, I don't know, what was it, $15 or $20 a barrel?
Yeah.
I just remember.
Gas was $1.19, $1.10, $1.15.
Yeah.
Felt like, wow.
I know.
I purposefully remembered that day because I thought, wow, we're below 60 cents. Pretty good. You don't get those days back.
No, they're not.
The
those
lowest,
days are not coming back.
The lowest I remember is 99 cents.
Really?
That's the lowest I can remember. 99 cents.
Yeah, I can remember.
I can't even remember that low.
Used to fill up my 87 Honda Accord with a $10 bill.
When I first started driving,
oh my gosh,
a couple of years ago, you could fill up. I mean, more than fill up your gas tank for $5.
Oh
wow.
Yes. Oh yes.
Less than $5.
Oh yes.
Wow.
I didn't have that. I always had to do a partial fill.
And you dig around for change to have enough gas to drive.
We have that video that Chris sent in. We should see that. Oh, the gas station video, Chris? We still haven't played that, have we?
No.
All right. We'll do that. Plus, we'll get to Chewing the Fat with Jeffy coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Got some tweets here from B.S. Mariani. I love when the guys coordinate their outfits for the show. It's so sweet.
Wait.
Was Jeffy the lead stylist? He is fashion, after all.
Clearly, that's true.
Yeah. But I mean, you check out, I don't know who's coordinated with Chris because he's wearing the Miami Vice outfit
Oh, yeah,
today.
Don Johnson in the house.
Yeah. I'm wearing this plaid shirt. Jeffy's...
It's got a dark black plaid shirt. It's the same thing. I mean,
So I think it goes from
there's
plaid
only a couple of shirts to tile
plaid
styles.
to plaid, maroon to maroon. I think maybe that's...
Okay.
It might
right.
look the same on...
You know what? You're welcome.
On the show, on the TV.
Jeffy is fashion, and he is offended by that BS. Mariani.
We can't help ourselves.
We have to call each other at 2:30 in the morning. What are you going to wear today? I'm going to wear the plaid. What are you wearing? What are you wearing right now? Then it kind of takes a turn for the worse.
Next thing you know, we're late.
Trekkie Princess Steve. Wait, I thought Joe said nobody making less than $400,000 would see their taxes increase. Yeah, he said multiple times, not one dime.
Yeah.
That means letting the tax cut sunset won't affect most of us, right?
Right.
Except no. Adrian Slade, I can't wait for Joe Biden to turn community college into the 13th grade.
Oh, no kidding.
Chuck Shazam Bartowski. That's what it's going to be. How many of those within the Biden cheering crowd were paid to be there?
Every time.
I don't know. There's been some footage lately. Since the Biden I'm Sharp as Attack tour has been going on, there's been some footage of some people that are behind him that there's no way that they're there on their own. I mean, they just look completely bored, completely out of it. They're paying me to stand here with this sign.
With Joe there? Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
With Mr. Electric? Come on.
You believe he's saying this?
I can't. It offends me, frankly. It offends me.
Have some respect for the office, Joe.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry.
Lone Wolf 2965. Joe worked at an all-black swimming pool. In other words, privileged white Joe stole the job of a black lifeguard.
Fact.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, that is the truth.
Jeffy's...
Well, man, they probably didn't have anybody that could swim that good. Right? I mean, that's what he would tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, I can't...
He's the worst. He's a big...
He definitely is the
freaking racist.
We need a shirt.
Forever. And the worst.
God bless Corn Pop.
Jeffy's pet Sasquatch. Joe saying he drove an 18-wheeler is like Jeffy saying he taught early morning seminary because he read one scripture verse. Yeah,
is that official?
like that.
Do we know that he read one scripture verse?
Jeffy doesn't like this.
He's offended. Again,
what was today's topic on your scripture reading?
That's funny at all.
What was your topic on the scripture?
Yeah,
reading?
share
Don't
it with
worry
us.
about what the scripture was this morning. Okay.
Now he's just flat out pissed, and I don't blame him. Calling into question his spirituality, that's a step too far.
I wasn't that. I was just Jeffy doing the sign of the cross for those listening. I was just curious what this morning's lesson was.
I know you're curious, and I said, don't worry about it. Perhaps I didn't make myself clear.
So good.
All right, so we got the clip that we were talking about at the gas station.
Chris sent this in. This is Biden's America right here in about 10 seconds.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time I ever seen this. 175. Joe Biden.
Get it together.
They literally pulled out and broke down. Like, where are you going?
Oh, no.
I feel for my people right now. This is crazy.
Joe Biden, what are we doing, bro?
I'm no better. I'm gonna put 275.
Oh.
Like, what?
Oh.
What are you talking about? This gotta stop.
Gotta stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So they pulled in, it's got the last purchase, the car before you.
Yeah.
So I guess they pulled it and said, "Oh, look at that! Somebody got $1.75
worth of gas." Yeah, because that's all they could afford at the time. That's going to get them maybe to the end of the parking lot.
I want my Trump back
to the driveway of the gas
She
station.
even said they pulled out and then they broke down.
Yeah.
All right. Here's we have a theme ready. No theme ready. Really? For chewing the fat? Why?
I
don't know.
What's the problem?
On it.
All right.
What do you have, Brad?
No, not this one. All right, that's enough. Here's Jeffy to chew the fat.
Oh, no.
It's just not your day today, is it? Just not your day.
What do you mean?
Well, everything's going wrong.
Not everything's going wrong.
Including your theme.
No, it's fine.
All right.
Deal with it.
Avocados from Mexico.
So yesterday, the FDA said it detected traces of bird flu virus in samples of pasteurized milk in the U.S.
Here we go.
No, stop it. Before you start dumping your milk, officials said those findings don't pose a risk and that the commercial milk supply is safe to drink.
Oh.
So
okay.
Don't even worry about it. You're fine.
See, the cynic in me would say that the feds taking a sudden interest in fresh Amish milk would have something to do with setting the stage for the public to be alarmed by, look at this tainted milk. You're going to get bird flu if you don't go through us.
But this milk that they're saying has
already in the
traces,
stores.
is the pasteurized, the one that the government is telling you to drink. That's the interesting part, isn't it?
That is interesting. Yeah. How is bird flu detected in pasteurized milk? Weird.
It is.
That's weird.
That is weird. That is. And that's the milk they're telling us to drink.
Do you know that humans are the only species that drink the milk of a different animal? Did you know that?
Yeah, because we're the only ones who can. Okay? I mean, people say that like it's some kind of incredible revelation or something. Yeah, you mean goats aren't milking cows? That's weird.
That is weird.
To feed to their young, they can't do that? Yeah, they could do it. They're just not because it's not good for you.
Oh, okay.
You know what?
Okay.
Get yourself an opposable thumb and you too can change the world.
Thank you.
So the 97th Academy Awards is going to take place March 2nd, 2025, and the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences Board of Governors announced updated awards rules and campaign promotional regulations, as well as changes in some of the special honors that are presented at their annual, Governor's Award ceremony. But they break down the Academy's representation and inclusion standards in order to be eligible for Best Picture. But I found one section really interesting, and bad news for drive-in theaters. Per usual, films will have to be released during the 2024 calendar year to be eligible, but drive-in theaters will no longer be a means for qualifications for Oscar eligibility. Instead, films can only qualify by screening for 1 week in a brick-and-mortar theater in Los Angeles County, New York City, the Bay Area, which I'm assuming from this article was, San Francisco, Chicago, Atlanta, or the newly added metropolitan area, Dallas-Fort Worth. And they gave no explanation as why they added DFW. But we're in it, baby.
Okay.
We're here.
Good.
We'll get some of the first-round films just for the Oscars.
Okay.
Love that. Interesting news on streaming numbers, too. Americans are putting cancel streaming subscription reminders in their calendar. The number of serial churners are people hopping between streaming services is on the rise, according to subscription research.
I thought that was my trick.
No, well, they claim here 30 million subscribers canceled 3 or more streaming subscriptions in the last 2 years. Those customers accounted for 40% of all new subscriptions and cancellations. So, and then a third of them come back within 6 months. Yeah. I mean, the platforms create content that you want to see. You subscribe to it. You watch the content, and then you watch whatever other content the platform has within that time period, and you cancel it. Create more content.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do. And so, I mean, just be ready for more bundles. Yeah. The bundling is going to happen because they don't want people. They want your money. They want a bundle so that you won't be able to unsubscribe.
Yeah.
To platforms.
All right.
And there'll be new contractual arrangements where if you have to subscribe, then you have to keep it, for a limited amount of time, not just monthly.
Well, you think about the bundling process. So if you get Disney Plus, that includes Hulu. So you get Disney, Hulu, ABC, some of ABC programs, National Geographic, the whole Star Wars library. So if you cancel it, and really Disney Plus, to me, without small children, other than grandchildren who come over, but there's no reason to have Disney really for me now because they don't do any adult programming or very little of it.
And they're now going to start following the Netflix plan of password sharing. They're going to start cracking down. So families that share
irritating,
really irritating, really.
I tried to access Netflix on my iPad, which I've done a billion times, and was just told this week,
sorry, this device isn't included in your subscription.
What? Wait, what? Yeah, it is.
It should be.
And of course, I don't remember the password because it was, more than a day ago.
Wow, you go a whole day before you forget?
Well, I don't know what we're paying. I don't know what we're paying for Netflix now, but we pay the high. Every time I look at the bill, I'm like, man, is it worth it? Because we pay for,
because Netflix
all the devices.
Is, what,
and
over
everything.
$20 a month now for the...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, for the tier 1 plan.
So for the tier 1 plan, and then we have, another family member on it that's, can watch it. It's just pricey, and they just keep dinging us up.
Yep.
Just ding a little bit more, that's all. Under the heading, you're doing it wrong, a 20-year-old Venezuelan man, an illegal immigrant, a new person in the country.
Thank you, new American.
Yexion Brito Gonzalez attempted to rob a bank in Sandusky, Ohio, using a translator app. And the bank security video shows him showing the translator app to the bank teller, saying, get the money and put the money in the bag. Now, the tellers did not give him the money, so he left, and then police arrested him a little while later outside of the bank.
Wow.
And I guess the police chief said that the Customs and Border Patrol put a hold on him as well. I don't know if he's still in jail, still in the country. I'm not sure.
No, I'm sure he's been released.
I don't know if he's back on the street. I don't know. He claimed that, look, I just went into the bank and asked them to put some money inside a bag. I wasn't trying to steal anything.
Just out of the goodness of their heart.
Okay, yeah.
Because you asked them to, they're going to do it.
You're doing it wrong.
That's
not the way it works.
Huh.
That's not the way it works.
All right, more of Chewing the Fat coming up in a minute. But first, let me tell you about the Fast Growing Trees. It's the largest online nursery in America, more than 10,000 different kinds of plants, and over 2 million happy customers in the U.S. Why are the customers like me happy about it? Because they'll take the space that you need and the climate that you exist in, and then they'll custom do something. They'll show you, they'll tell you, they'll advise you on the right kind of plant or tree to put there. Whatever you're interested in, they've got it. And you'll find the perfect fit for that climate and that space. Fast Growing Trees makes it easy to order online, and your plants are shipped directly to your door in 1 or 2 days. And along with their 30-day Alive and Thrive guarantee, they offer free plant consultation forever. Awesome. This spring, they have the best deals online, up to half off selected plants and other deals. And listeners to this show get an additional 15% off when you purchase, when you use the offer code PAT at checkout. An additional 15% off. FastGrowingTrees.com. Use the promo code PAT at checkout. Offer is valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions may apply.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
And Jeffy has more Chewing the Fat.
Coming to a government near you soon. An example of hatred of free speech. The new Australian Senator, Jackie Lambie. I'll let her tell you. She's calling for a little bit of imprisonment of Elon Musk.
Elon Musk has no social conscience or conscience whatsoever. I don't know, whatever Elon Musk is on, it says that that's okay to continue to air that is absolutely disgusting behaviour. And quite frankly, the bloke should be jailed. And the sooner that we can bring rules in or do something about this sort of game playing with our social media, the better off we're going to be. But quite frankly, the power that man has, because of that platform that he's on, it's got to stop. It has absolutely got to stop.
Okay, allowing people to say things on social media has got to stop.
Yeah, because say things that she doesn't like.
Gosh.
Say things that she doesn't like.
That's incredible.
Another government that can't stand that they don't have the power.
Yep.
No doubt about that. Coming to this will not happen in America, but fast food giant McDonald's has launched a new marketing campaign this week. It produced a series of blank yellow and red billboards in the Netherlands, and they smell like McDonald's fries.
What?
McDonald's. You know it when you smell it. So we wondered, if people can recognize McDonald's by its delicious smell alone, what if we had nothing else on our billboards? Nope, not even a logo. McDonald's presents Smells Like McDonald's, announcing the world's first billboard that smells like McDonald's.
Did you say McDonald's?
Weird.
When you see this, you smell this. We simply used ventilators to subtly diffuse our iconic scent, strategically place the billboards near restaurants, and then let the uncontrollable cravings begin.
Fritters for fritters. Fritters? Pizza! En ik van een Happy Meal van McDonald's.
Oh, de Franse frietjes van McDonald's. Dat ruik ik, ja.
Targeting thousands of noses across the Netherlands.
Makes people speak gibberish.
But they couldn't smell away.
That's really weird.
It's the first billboard where the smell becomes the ad.
Yeah, they put them up over there with the Dutch. And so it'll never happen in America. You're not driving down the interstate at 75 miles an hour with
smelling the billboard.
Pulling over and climbing up.
And they say that they put them up within 650 feet of a McDonald's, so that people are walking by and smelling them, and
then they come
let's
in.
go to the McDonald's.
Feet or meters?
The story said feet, but it's probably meters in the Dutch. That's the way they do it over there.
In the Dutch.
I mean, I don't know how long that lasts, man, because I lived above a bagel shop for a little while. And, about the first couple weeks, you are loving bagels.
Right.
And after that, you've had just about enough of bagels. You've had just about enough. So, and I don't know, do we put a Kexi billboard up? Smell Kexi cookies?
Yes.
A little scratch and sniff Kexi cookies?
Scratch and sniff.
Kexi.com.
Bring it back. Scratch and sniff. I used to love those stickers, man.
Still time to get your Mother's Day box, by the way, at Kexi.com.
And be delivered by Mother's Day.
KSI.com.
That beautiful Mother's Day box is available right now with gourmet cookies in it. And these sell out really fast, so if you want one, get it quickly for that loved one in your life. KEKSI, Kexi.com.
All right, so subscribe to Chewing the Fat, my daily show, available wherever you get your podcast. There's, I'll give you the quick. Do we have time?
Well, you got about 10 seconds.
No.
Can you do it in 10
up.
seconds?
No.
All right, can't do it in 10 seconds. He's not talented enough. Dang it! Darn it! But you knew that. I mean, that's no surprise to anybody. More coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Great to have you with us. That's a few tweets here. Agent Yogi tweets, nobody supports coordinated fashion more than Jeffy.
That's a fact.
It's a fact. Richard Alt, I had a go-kart as a child. I remember 24 cents a gallon. Yeah, I mean, that's back a ways.
That hurts.
60s, maybe early 70s, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Paco D, gasoline prices have risen so quickly, even millennials complain like old people. Phil Sharp, in Biden's economy, I'll take a check to stand in a crowd and cheer him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I could do that.
Oh, of course you could do that.
But I'm sure that's
that's
happening.
the one place you draw
that's
a line.
true. That's a good point. Never mind. That's a good point.
Okay, so all right.
Never mind.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, let's sweeten the offer for Jeffy. Free food there.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Eagle tweets, I believe everything a government tells me. Amish milk is bad.
Right.
Thank you.
Sir Nasty, he's just an undocumented account holder with the bank trying to make a normal withdrawal. Come on, guys.
There you
The
go.
guy with the
Venezuela.
translate.
Yeah.
That's great. All right. So that wraps up our tweet session.
Yeah. Y'all hear that?
For this particular
We're
segment.
done with the tweet section.
Done with the tweets. Now, I've got another little thing here.
A little thing you got to do.
Yeah,
You're putting glasses on, I see, to read this.
Yes, I
Okay. All right. So smooth, too.
Yeah.
So pathetic.
What do you mean pathetic?
Yes, really.
We're simply announcing for those listening audio only.
Yeah, what?
He's put his glasses on.
What? This
Or
can't be
his
true.
wife's glasses.
Can this be true? Did you know if you were asked to pray before Congress, they have rules that limit your prayer? Number 1, the prayer must be limited to 150 words.
Okay.
If you're just praying from your heart, how do you know it's 150 words? Are you counting them as you say them?
I bet you submit it before.
I bet you have to.
Oh my
I'll
gosh.
bet you have to. Number 2.
If this is true, you would have to because you can't.
Otherwise,
say some
how would
things,
they know?
right? Yeah.
Number 2, you cannot refer to God as Father. Wow. And 3rd, you cannot mention Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior.
That can't be true.
That's...
So you can't say Lord and Savior. You could say Jesus Christ, right?
I guess.
You just so God our Father. I'm just looking this up.
You believe that this
that
cannot
be true?
I know.
I don't know.
I definitely... Okay, so I've confirmed the 150 words.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well,
wow.
You don't want somebody there giving a sermon?
That. Yeah, just let's go.
I mean, you wouldn't
wrap
mind,
it up,
right? Oh, we had the tweet up there. Okay,
Bless
I didn't
us, O
realize
Lord.
that. Okay.
Amen. Move on. Okay.
Wow, I can't believe that it has to be in English, honestly.
It does have to be English?
Yeah, I'm just reading an article from Roll Call back in 2018
Okay.
that goes through this. Yeah.
So the 150 words is accurate.
It has to be free from personal political views or partisan politics, from sectarian controversies. Oh my gosh, everything would be that.
Yeah.
And from any intimations pertaining to foreign or domestic policy. Okay.
But it doesn't say you can't refer to God as Father.
Yeah, I was doing a little Control F on this. And
what if I'm holding a Ukrainian flag?
Then
that's
okay,
fine.
then?
That's fine.
Then all bets are off. All rules are gone because you've done the patriotic thing.
You know the video
keeping Ukraine number 1.
Video that we played.
Oh, we still have it. Yeah.
Of the House after they passed
Waving
the bill,
yeah,
and they
show
all
that
were
again.
standing there waving
Ukrainian flags because we just passed a bill that provides them with another $61 billion.
Unbelievable. So Massey tweeted yesterday that he was going to be fined if he didn't take this video down from his X account.
Yeah, let's see the video, please.
Mike Johnson then quote tweeted saying that he was not going to be fined. He looked into it and don't worry about it. It's fine. We looked into it. This is
okay.
So the only reason Massey called him out,
and because it was public now.
Yeah.
So we don't have the.
I don't know.
Video anymore?
I've asked for video 26. I don't know if we've got it or not.
Okay. Video 26 should be right where video 26 usually is.
They were all just standing there waving the Iranian. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, now it's not. Yeah, we saw it last. Yeah,
it's over now. There we go.
There it is.
All right. Look at that. Look how many Democrats had a Ukrainian flag.
In America.
Yeah, that's not Kiev. That's Washington, D.C., United States of America.
I'm willing to bet there were a number of Republicans waving flags there, too.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Anyway, just agonizing. I can do that, but don't say God.
We also passed the bill for $26 billion more for Israel. Did they wave Israeli flags? I bet not.
I bet not.
Jeez.
We have the car dealership too, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff that we've got to get to for sure.
Yeah.
All right, I got it.
What are the pro-Hamas protesters up to?
No, what are they?
They're apparently right now protesting McDonald's.
Yeah, this is weird. I don't understand this.
Supporting genocide! Supporting genocide! McDonald's, you can hide! McDonald's, you can hide! You're supporting genocide! You're supporting genocide!
So that's a fact, though, right?
That's a fact.
How many calories are we talking about? What is that?
They probably have McDonald's in Israel.
Yeah, they do. They do. I've eaten at them.
I mean, is that as deep as this goes?
Probably.
They have locations? No?
They've donated meals to Israeli soldiers.
Oh.
There you go. Oh, my gosh. That'll learn them.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
That'll learn them.
Ooh-wee. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're going after everybody who has anything to do, who's ever thought of or been to or supported Israel or Jews in any way. And they're trying to take everybody apart.
Yep.
Wow, is that something else? This has got to stop. All right, New York City Mayor Eric Adams was on a plane, and this happened.
Have you Eric Adams? Yeah, you! You support the genocide in Palestine. There are homeless people all over New York. You're always partying. You don't actually care about the citizens of New York. Why are you even in Miami? You know there are people being arrested there. People are homeless in New York. People cannot afford food. You keep cutting the education budget.
Move on, Pumpkin.
So you
Move
can
on.
fund the police.
I can't take it.
That's all you care about, funding the police.
Can't hear you through your mask.
Because of you.
Trying to get
The
lady's
like,
trying to
I'm
get through.
Florida. Yeah.
It's interesting that Eric is flying back from Florida.
Oh, he was flying to Florida, wasn't he?
Yes, this is to Florida.
Okay. All right.
Well,
either way.
And I was gonna
enough in New York for you, Eric.
I was
What's going on?
I was proud of him for sitting in the middle aisle until I realized it's because of that right there, and that was the security guy on the aisle that stood up and intervened. But you know, I'm torn on this. I know, Pat, that you don't like when people are accosted in public.
I don't either.
And I mean, I want you to be civil, but I think you should be able to talk to these elected types.
Yeah, but that's not talking to.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think you.
It's like the Alec Baldwin thing yesterday.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's not.
She was obnoxious.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
What are we doing?
Fetterman spoke out yet again, on the whole protesters for Palestinians, for Hamas. Now, this guy's been great lately in some things.
It's completely reasonable to want a ceasefire or to have a different view on that. Absolutely, that's a democracy. But it is not appropriate or illegal, or it's helpful to advance your argument if you show up in a Starbucks with a bullhorn and start yelling at people, and that doesn't make you noble. It just makes you. It's very American to protest and to do that in the appropriate way. Then I absolutely support that. I'm not suggesting that you have to agree with my view, but it's just saying it doesn't really allow you to disrupt lives and to inflict those kinds of damages on people that are just trying to get on with their lives.
Thank you. And he still does have the phone thing.
Early on, he was leaning on it, but then later on, he didn't need it.
Right.
He's getting better.
Right, yeah, he is.
Okay, he's healing up.
He's improving.
Healing up.
He's improving. He's had a reset.
Factory reset.
And he's improving. Also, Chucky Schumer had his house protested.
Oh, what a shame.
Just before the foreign war funding vote the other night.
Oh, yeah. Some of that money going to Israel, remember?
Yeah. Wait, that's not outside his house, right?
Ceasefire.
Yeah, I think he has an apartment or something. I don't know.
Okay, it's got to be in this
Fund health care. Jeez, man. This is just... It's out of control.
A lot of white liberals there, I'll tell you that. Just like at Columbia, where they gave him a curfew last night at midnight. I don't know that many people heeded that, but...
no, they're negotiating with them.
Are they negotiating? Okay.
Yeah, they're in the middle of a negotiation. Now, they were supposed to negotiate with them. They were supposed to have a deal sometime at, I don't know, 1 or 2 in the morning.
Isn't that interesting?
Then they had an extension.
They take over a college campus.
That is interesting.
And they're negotiating. The people you just saw there were arrested en masse outside of Chuck Schumer. You mess with the Congress, man.
Yeah, that's...
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's going to be problems. You mess with the media, they get pissed. You mess with the... there's action taken.
Also, the funding bill, by the way, did pass the Senate big time, 79-18.
Yeah.
3 senators abstained. 79-18. Ha! Speaking of funding foreign wars, what was going on with Zelensky's nose the other day?
Single largest donor of military
Snorting
equipment
something?
to Ukraine, and we said that we would match or exceed that amount, almost 2.5
Little Coke,
conversations, which is
nose
why
candy?
we provided,
Mhm.
but also those long range.
Bring to anything good,
bro. What is going on?
Okay, something's happening there.
He needs a hit.
Yeah.
That's a very productive conversation.
Yeah. And he's acting like
today as well.
He's getting a
like
drain.
he's coked up, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's getting a drain right there going.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that. No, I'm a fan of that.
Some of that $61 billion has already been spent
right up his nose
on one of the Kiev corners downtown.
There's nothing like the Kiev corner Coke, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's fresh. It just came from the fields in Afghanistan, and Here we go. That's interesting.
That is interesting. That is interesting.
Well, he just had a runny nose.
It's
What's the
allergies.
problem?
It's allergies.
Yeah, springtime
The
and
bombs that Russia are dropping are causing dust to fly.
Oh, that was a good angle.
Yeah, it was. It's possible. Here's a massive Ukrainian flag flying above a car dealership.
Yeah,
too.
this is right here
Right
in
here in
Texas.
Dallas. Right here
That's
in the
correct.
Dallas-Fort
This
Worth
is the
Metroplex. Look at that.
Yep. Cooley Nissan.
Same size as the American flag.
They took down the Texas flag.
Took down the Texas flag.
Put up the Ukrainian flag, and he said, "That's staying until it's over."
Stay until it's over. Now, I wonder if that's connected to a dealership. I took a picture and tweeted out over 2 years ago, right when the war started, that happened. But it wasn't. This is Louisville. So if you're not from around here, that's north of Dallas. I took a picture south of Dallas.
Suburban, but just north.
And so
yeah,
it's a
not
different
city
deal.
limits, yeah.
Well, my point is, it's a multiple dealerships. I don't know if they're connected, but I mean, this has been happening since March of 2022.
Jeez.
That's gross. Don't be taking out a
feel-
Texas flag for Ukraine. Screw you. I'm never buying a car from that company.
Who was that, by the way, so I don't make that mistake?
Cooley Nissan.
Cooley Nissan?
Yeah, in Louisville.
Yeah, he's one of the obnoxious ad people.
Aren't they all? Hang on a second. It may have been Cooley on the south side.
Yeah,
that
he's
did
got
it in
a
March
bunch of locations.
2022.
So
yeah.
maybe
Very well could have been. Yeah.
I'm just looking at where I was. I bet it. Yep. Yeah. And so it's just that guy's dealerships.
It's just his thing.
So maybe he's
Cooley.
Ukrainian or something.
Ukraine, like the administration, he's apparently Ukraine first. So that's good. That's great. Know that going in when you're stopping by the dealership, and be polite about knowing it. All right. You know what? There's a common sense reason gold is pushing all-time highs right now. Actually, there's several reasons. The cost of goods continues to rise despite interest rate controls by the Fed. Since January 21st, January of 21, the cost of living is up 17.9%, so 18%. The national debt continues to skyrocket, now above $34 trillion, going up $100 trillion more $1 trillion more every 100 days. There will be a time soon when it goes up $100 trillion every 100 days, but that time isn't quite here. But we got the presidential election with massive repercussions this year. All of this adds up to instability and uncertainty, and that's why so many Americans are turning to Birch Gold Group. If you haven't diversified your savings yet into gold, you need to do that. Just secure a portion of them with gold from Birch Gold by texting PAT to 989898. Get your free info kit, read up on it, decide if it's right for you. You can convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold, and that doesn't cost you a penny out of pocket. With an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and tens of thousands of happy customers, you can count on Birch Gold. Just text PAT to 989898. Claim your free info kit and protect your savings from uncertainty today.
Pat Gray.
Okay, so Joe Biden calling now to double the capital gains tax.
What?
Double it. Yeah. He wants it. In fact, I think it's more than double. What is the exact capital gains tax rate right now? Isn't
1%. Like 1%, something like that, right?
No, it's like 15% or something. 15 or 20%.
I'm a little off.
He wants it to go up to 44.6%.
Unbelievable.
Keep in mind, capital gains.
What?
Capital gains is after you've already paid income tax. Okay? Now you've invested some of what you paid tax on, and you've gained some more money, which they're taxing, and now they want to tax that at the same rate with this double tax as you pay for income tax.
Okay, so
can't stand it.
Right now, your estate tax will vary from 0 to 20% depending on how long you've held the asset. And you say the proposal is
but that's estate tax. That's the death tax,
right?
So
I'm sorry.
This is capital gains.
I misspoke. I was talking about capital gains.
Okay.
Depending on how long you've had the asset, right? So, and you said it could go up to
asinine. 44.6%.
These people suck
44.6
in every way possible.
From a double tax. You're taxed again on the money you've already paid taxes on.
Yeah, I just got ahead of the curve.
It's
I was
insane.
ahead of the curve. I guarantee you a death tax.
And the same thing with the death tax. Yeah, they want that to be at least 50%.
Oh, my gosh. Get out of here.
They're also trying to raise the corporate tax rate. Of
course they are.
Try to make it worse to do business in America. Raise that back up to 28%. The capital gains tax, if they do this increase, would be the highest it's been since 1922. Now, you might recognize 1922 as a time when taxes were asinine, incredibly crazy. The upper tax rate, now this was before, of course, Calvin Coolidge and Warren Harding lowered that tax rate and brought America out of the Great Depression of 1920.
These are Woodrow Wilson days.
Yeah. In the Woodrow Wilson days, the upper tax rate was something like 90+%. I mean,
yeah.
So it was a time when the nation was absolutely out of control on taxation.
Yeah,
We're going back to that time.
Yeah, JFK took the highest bracket from 91% down to the bargain price of 70%.
Jeez. Think of that. 91%. Is that your fair share? You're entitled, the U.S. government is entitled to 91% of what I make? That doesn't seem right to me, but
well, only above a certain point.
Yes,
because they got to make sure that you're paying
if it's
your fair
over $1 million,
share
they're going to take virtually all of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, you don't need
What's the
that
incentive
kind of
to succeed? And that's the whole
there
point.
is none. There is none.
It's look up where the progressive tax comes from. Hi, Karl Marx. How you doing?
Yeah.
Embedded in the IRS tax code. Karl Marx.
That's right. Oh, man. We've got to get rid of this guy and his entire regime. I mean, from office, obviously. Sad that you have to make sure that you use that addendum. But, man, he's just killing us in every possible way. I mean, nobody even talks about taxes anymore and how out of control it is, how ridiculous it is.
For everything.
Yeah. And it's kind of uppermost in my mind because we just got raped last week. Oh my gosh.
So
I thought it was expensive to have a small business and be a small business owner because they slap you with small business taxes because they don't want you to succeed.
But you're making so much money.
Making so much money. And we're pounding it all right back into the company because, for the first 3 to 5 years, that's what you do if you want to succeed. And so that's what we've been doing. Well, somewhere along the way, I guess we made some profit. I don't know where that is, except invested back into the business. But man, did we pay a dear price for it. Holy cow.
So when you reinvest, because I don't understand how the small business model works, when you take that money and reinvest it back into your company, have you paid taxes on that money as if you earned that money? And it doesn't matter that you put it back into your business. They don't care.
They don't care.
They absolutely do not care.
They don't care.
And again, I asked the question.
They tax you every possible way.
What's the incentive to succeed in this country?
Right. What is the incentive?
The good thing, though, Pat, is that you're not alone. I was talking to another small business owner recently who was a little unhappy.
Really?
With the tax plan. Yeah. And how much it
And
costs.
who was that business
My
owner?
son.
Your son. Oh, okay. Elvis having trouble with the tax man
Well,
as
I don't know that trouble is the word, but just,
expressing himself.
Expressing himself with how much it was costing, yes.
Is he saying that some of the taxation is suboptimal?
It definitely
So,
is suboptimal.
Think about this. We talk about how this sleight of hand with the government through withholding makes it so that they just take the money first. And so you never even see it. So you just get used to this is what your paycheck is and blah, 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 without looking at the numbers. Well, now it's even worse with direct deposit because you don't even get a pay stub to sit there and stare at every 2 weeks.
Right.
And so it's doubly hidden from you.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It's madness. And I'm quite disgusted with the process. But the good thing, again, is they hired 87,000 more IRS agents to enforce all of this.
Tell me they're armed,
And they're
Pat.
armed, yes. They're armed.
Yes, they're armed.
They have to be
To
if
make
they're
you
gonna
feel
go out and
even
collect.
more secure, they're armed.
Did you guys hear that if you were scheduled to receive a refund this year. It might take up to 3 years.
No.
What?
And I am one of those people that have to wait 3 years.
No.
And the comeback said, well, we have to make sure that it's not fraudulent and your identity wasn't stolen. And I'm like, my identity wasn't stolen and it's not a fraudulent. Oh, but we still have to go through the check. We have to go through the system. Call back in 60 days.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's been filed since February of this year.
Oh, my God.
Since February.
Man.
It's time to... Never mind what it's time to do.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whew.
That is.
Let me know when you're headed to D.C., Chris.
Holy cow.
I'll need some support.
Now, why? That leads me to why has Pathead Wesley D started a new business, an online store. Why would you do that? Because they're just going to take it from you.
Yeah. Just give up already, would you?
But he did send us some samples of what he started.
Oh, yeah. We got T-shirts. Here we go.
Yeah.
I got
Is there a fat guy size?
This is a 3XL for you.
Right, awesome.
Oh, I'd say that's fat guy size.
Thank you, Wesley.
There.
Hey, here's Wesley's web store.
Thank you,
Wesley. If
Wesley.
you want to scan the QR code, you're more than welcome to. They're soft, these shirts are, man.
Oh, these are nice.
Look at that.
Shoes, it says right there.
What are you choosing?
That's a good-looking shirt. Let's see if it says on the back.
I know what I'm choosing.
What are you choosing, Jeffy?
I'm choosing some Kiev Coke.
Well, I don't think he sells Kiev Coke.
Well, thanks for the shirts.
Nice job, man.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
appreciate this. Thank you so much, Wesley. You're
Set
a good
aside
guy.
all your earnings for taxes at the end of the year, Wesley.
Any profit you
if
make.
would.
Yeah.
Make sure that it's going right directly to the U.S. government. Because they're going to do so much good with it that you'll feel proud of your contribution.
Your fair share just won't be enough.
No, it won't. You'll pay even more next year, but just be secure in the knowledge it's going to such a great cause.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Oh, no. This is sad, but some unintended repercussions from President Biden's inspiring remarks about his uncle and Papua New Guinea. You know, when he went down after he was flying the fighter jet or bomber, I can't remember which he was flying in it, but he was shot down over New Guinea.
Yeah.
And then he was eaten by cannibals. Right. And just because of telling that story, the New Guineans are pissed off at us.
Oh, yeah. We talked a little bit about that yesterday. That,
it's offended them greatly.
Papa was a little mad.
Yeah, they're mad.
Papa was a little mad.
Papua New Guinea Foreign Minister Justin Chichenko said that relations with the U.S. have hit a low point after President Biden claimed his uncle was eaten by cannibals during World War II.
Wait, what?
Papa, calm down a little bit.
What are their main exports? Like, how are we going to suffer over here?
Greatly. I mean, isn't just about everything you own, doesn't it have the label Papua New Guinea on it? The PNG, from the great PNG, I think it usually says.
Well,
no?
Petroleum?
No.
We might need some of that.
Yeah, we need petroleum.
And they're also, they were already being hugged by China and Russia.
And now China is really stepping in. Yeah, trying to turn that little tide. But we're not going to have Papua New Guinea to kick around anymore.
At least we don't need petroleum gas, gold, copper, or wood.
No, we don't
crude
need
petroleum.
Mm-hmm. And that's right there. We use that for military strength too out there in the
Pacific.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
So,
but to the larger point about China, I mean, this is every African nation is falling like dominoes as far as our relationships over there have been. These bridges have been so burned. Yep. China goes over there, glad hands, builds them stuff, and then they say, "Hey, kick the U.S. out of here."
All kinds of money.
Yeah, and then they have the leverage to say, "Why are you still hanging out with USA? What have they done for you besides get you vaccines and kill you?"
Did the U.S. come in and train all your people to be soldiers and how to screw up your country, and then you can have a coup and take them over and kick them out?
Yep.
Okay, let's do that.
Yep.
Happening all over the world right now.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Every single region, that's what's taking place. China plays the long game.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a plan. and they're executing it.
And it can't be overstated what our vaccines have done to their continent as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not good things.
We've saved lives. Keith,
No.
what are you talking
Thank
about?
you.
No.
We've saved millions and millions of lives over time.
He starts telling me he's going to vote for RFK again, man.
I've never said that.
Lose my mind.
I've never said that. I am very interested to see who Trump picks for his vice president, though. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, when's he going to announce that?
I don't know. I think he does. I don't think he picks one. Seriously, I said that the other day, and I think
I love that thought.
I almost believe that.
But you have to, right? I mean, I assume. Let me check the old Constitution here. Don't you have to select someone?
I don't think so. I think he just. I don't need one.
You have to have one.
You don't.
Yes, you do.
You don't.
You have to have a vice president because there has to be somebody there in case something goes wrong with you. You need the runner up there. So you have to have a vice president.
Okay.
Let's see here.
You have to.
Okay.
All right.
Because you still have the line of secession after that.
Well, after that, but yeah, you got to have the first line. It goes directly to the vice president before it goes to the Speaker of the House.
Yeah, I don't know. I do have a question though for Trump supporters. What if he picks a Nikki Haley? If I don't want the answer. He's not going to. I'm saying live in the hypothetical world with me. Like, what if he does pick someone that is that much of a progressive?
Well, he's not going to.
Thank you.
There we go. I said.
What are you even doing?
Why even entertain it? He's not going to. I don't have anything to add on that. I don't have anything. I'm looking through my great big book of everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got nothing on that. I'm sorry, I got nothing on that.
Very good.
You can go to the State Department with that question. Speaking of Trump, though, did you see the anti-Trump ad that aired on Fox?
I haven't seen this.
This is interesting. Watch
Really?
this. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if you guys are hiring right now. I was thinking about applying for a job. I was thinking about applying for a job here. I'm currently facing 88 felonies. For detention of classified information.
See what they're doing?
If you all take people that have been found liable for sexual assault, trying to overturn the 2020 election, falsifying business records, I was wondering if that was going to be a problem.
She says yes.
Working with diamonds and jewelry. They're going to do a background check.
Yeah.
So that's the only.
So probably not.
What is the sheets?
So did you guys hire people that have been found liable for sexual assault or?
No, they don't.
Okay.
No, we
Discrimination.
don't. I don't think so.
Okay.
All right.
Donald Trump has been charged with 88 felonies and
get out
found
of
liable for sexual
I
assault.
know.
If Trump is too big of a liability to get a job at your local mall, he is too big of a liability
There
to
are
be
no such
president
things as
of the
malls
United
anymore.
States.
Thanks for stopping
Republican
by.
Accountability PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Wow.
The Republican Accountability PAC. Okay.
Wow.
And this was Fox News that aired this during Fox and Friends. We saw.
I guess so. Yeah.
Wow. How did you think that they snuck that
How many
through?
times did it air? Do we know?
I don't know if you can turn down political ads. It used to be that you could not.
Now, hang on. That applies to broadcast stations. It may not apply to cable, which means somebody's asleep at the wheel at Fox News.
And that's not about it's not promoting a specific candidate. Right? It's telling you that a specific candidate is bad, but it's not promoting a specific candidate. You know, like I'm not saying I'm running for office.
Did it only run once, I wonder?
I don't know. But,
wow. It's just agonizing.
It is. Yeah, it is.
It's just agonizing. We're supposed to believe.
And you notice how they phrase that. He's been found liable.
Yes.
Which means he wasn't convicted of any crime.
Correct.
Didn't commit a crime. But he was found liable in a civil suit from somebody who didn't even know the year it happened.
Right.
She didn't even know when it supposedly happened.
And the absurdity of those felonies. What was it? Like Stu was going through this the other day with the 34 different things. They were just one case against him. One charge was a check written. One charge was a line written in a book. One charge was a line written in a book. And you add that up, and that's like 34 of the 88 right there. It's so stupid. It's
I will say, we found out yesterday, though, and that Roseanne Barr was she was harmed in the past as well.
Oh no,
she was harmed.
I don't like this setup because it's scary.
Yeah, what happened to Roseanne?
Let her
Let's
tell
see
you.
what happened.
Okay.
What happened, Mom?
We're Bergdorf. Are you okay? I'm very sure.
No, I'm not okay because I just had a horrible flashback, a horrible memory. Right now, I realize that 26 years ago, Joe Biden raped me right here in that dressing room in the shoe department where I went in to change my shoes.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh my God.
Joe Biden. He raped me right here in the shoe department at Bergdorf Goodman.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not. I need to sue.
So.
I need to sue.
Wow. Wow.
A little concerned.
Yeah.
I hate that for her.
I do too.
I know.
I do too. Clearly, it's taken a toll. And bam! Just 26 years later, she's talking about it. Bam! Just like that. So it's true, right?
Absolutely.
It's true.
And here's the thing: she doesn't even know that specifically.
No, she doesn't.
When it was the one who accused Trump. It's that preposterous.
It really is.
Really, I don't know how he was found liable. These must have been all Trump derangement syndrome victims, because there is no way he should lose that case. No way. Crazy.
Well, so much wasn't allowed, and that's what's happening in this new trial too.
Yeah.
So much is not being allowed, and
he's being ordered not to speak about any of it.
And the judge is going to rule today whether he violated that gag order. I wonder what he'll rule.
It's quite a mystery.
It is.
Because he's so fair that it could go either way.
It could.
You know that. All right. It's time to start taking care of your liver. That's more important right now than ever. The latest data from the American Heart Association indicates that adults with fatty liver are 3.5 times more likely to have heart failure than those without. The American Liver Foundation says 100 million Americans have fatty liver. Wow. So that puts a lot of us at risk because of the things that we punish our livers with. Alcohol and cholesterol, statins, Tylenol even. All of those things take a toll on your liver and gives you the sluggish, fatty liver that makes you gain weight and lose energy. For decades, your liver has taken care of you. It's time you take care of it. How do you do that? With the Liver Health Formula. It's an all-natural supplement which contains 11 clinically proven botanicals that help recharge and protect your liver. You can try it and receive a free bottle of nano-powered omega-3 to keep your heart healthy, too. Try Liver Health Formula by going to getliverhelp.com/Pat. Claim your free bonus gift. That's getliverhelp.com/Pat.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
So the price tag of Joe Biden's student loan, his unconstitutional student loan amnesty, just keeps growing. Mm-hmm. And it's not the neediest who are getting that money either. It's a lot of rich people are eligible for the student loan debt forgiveness.
Yeah.
It's amazing. People making $300,000 and more.
We talk about the transfer of wealth on a lot of these tax plans or tax rates and stuff. This is the opposite direction. This is poor people are paying
what they whine about all the time.
Yep.
Oh, it's a tax cut for the wealthy.
Well, this is loan forgiveness for the wealthy. Mm-hmm. Why is this not a bad thing? The new plans, like the SAFE plan, contain provisions to relieve debt based on individual and household income. The new plans will also relieve some longer-term student debt for about 750,000 households, making over $312,000 in average household income. Okay, well, they need a break, too.
It's not 400.
No, right. That's right. Single borrowers making less than $120,000 or couples making less than $240,000 a year will qualify for a total waiver of all balances above the initial balance if they're enrolled in any IDR program.
So wait, $240,000, you still qualify for full forgiveness of your student loans.
Exactly. Yep. Automatic relief will be applied, and so you don't even need to apply.
Isn't this something? You're going to get a letter in the mail saying, vote for Joe. He loves you.
So the total cost of the 5 measures so far is over $84 billion, added to the estimated $475 billion Biden's unilateral student loan relief is already put on taxpayers.
575 minus 16.
That's great.
559 billion total.
Yeah,
I mean, this is
559.
This is worse
total.
than Ukraine, but
So
it's like every few weeks you get a new story
This
like
money
Ukraine.
is money that the taxpayers are paying for.
Yeah, don't you feel special?
But if he makes community college free, taxpayers are not going to pay for that. Am I right on that?
Right. Yeah, I
Okay.
think you're right on that.
Okay.
You got there.
Good job.
Just wondering.
Yeah.
Trying to
No,
figure
that
it
was
out.
good.
Trying to figure it out.
Also, this from the Babylon Bee. As pro-Palestinian groups continue to gather on campuses following the establishment of the Gaza Solidarity Encampment, Columbia University protesters clarified that they only want death to America after America is done paying their student loans.
Of course,
for
that's
them.
right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait on that. Go ahead and pay our student
Man, we hate you.
Our student loans.
We hate you.
Yeah, but we don't hate you enough to wish death on you until after you've done this for us.
I want to be sure to record our protest on my iPhone. And then I'll tell you how much I hate you.
One student yelled, "Death to America!" in like 3 or 4 years when I graduate. And then the protester further said, "America truly is the great Satan that ravages and oppresses other countries and deserves to be wiped off the face of the earth. As soon as the American taxpayers finish paying off our tuition loans, but as soon as that's done, then totally. Death to America!"
Yeah, we'll get there.
I love the Babylon Bee. Mm-hmm. I mean, that it's funny, but it's so true.
Yes, it is.
That is not a stretch at all.
Yeah.
You know that's exactly what they want.
And it seems like the Babylon Bee, but this Taylor Swift stuff, that's real. That's real.
Yeah, this is hard to believe. There's a bunch of colleges that are actually offering courses in Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
It's Swift effect.
Jeffy's like,
that's
I mean, totally.
The billionaire performer.
Let's see where.
Yeah,
let's see where.
Learning from this genius.
Oh, this genius! I see BYU up there.
Yeah, here's a few of the colleges.
Wow.
Cal, Stanford, Arizona State, Weber State, BYU, Texas.
Yep.
Miami. Who else do we see there?
Let's see
Berkeley.
here.
So UC Berkeley.
Oh, there's Is that Harvard to the left of Miami?
I don't.
And that's
I
the
can't make that out.
University of Florida.
Okay.
Now wait a minute. I thought that Ben Sass would take care of that, being the president.
Where's
there.
the university?
University of Virginia,
Florida
Coastal Carolina. Berkeley. Rice is up there. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I mean, some solid colleges offering courses in Taylor Swift.
You know where you love her.
First of all.
Thank you.
First of all.
That's your girl.
Nah, not my girl. She's not my girl. She's everybody else's girl, though. And, the Swiftie stuff it's amazing to me. It sure is. It's at hysterical levels, really.
It's a cult
Pretty
at this
much.
point.
Well,
kind of is. I'm sure this is how people felt about the Beatles and Elvis, too. But,
absolutely.
But we're there with her, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And she can do no wrong. She can do no wrong. And this new double album that she put out, 31 different songs, and it sold in one day 1.4 million copies or something.
And then set the streaming records.
And then set the streaming records, too.
Chris, how you feeling about that album? I mean, I know. Yesterday you said it was okay, but some albums you have to listen to multiple times through to really.
No, I'm not doing that.
No.
Oh, you're not doing
one
that?
Time.
What?
Why?
One time.
Wow.
Now the Post Malone song, I know that's like the best one so far.
Yeah.
I could listen to that.
You could
again.
Okay.
But other than that, nah.
What about the song she wrote about Travis Kelce? Was that brilliant? Did you even pick up on the Kelce one?
I did not pick up on Kelce.
Oh, you didn't?
Oh, there is one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One or two.
Yeah, she wrote
about
Which one is it?
I can't remember the name of it.
Either. I did see where because of the title of the song, Fortnite, searches for Fortnite
yeah.
were up like 1,000%.
Hey, the game loved that part.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to be added to the course as a study, how to get people to search.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's valuable. I mean, that's a
She needs to write a song called
valuable skill.
Pat Gray Unleashed, I think.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Do that.
Or just Pat. Just Pat.
Uh-huh.
Pat.
Uh-huh. And then use some of, the things that come up on the show all the
Or
time.
Unleashed.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Name a song Unleashed for us.
Be great. We have some new insight into Uranus, by the way. And
Wow.
you're going to be grateful for this because you've been wondering about Uranus.
Are you actually going to tell us a story, or are you just going to read the headline?
No,
Because I thought we'd just stay with the headline. That's it.
Well, experts studying Uranus, and I bet you didn't even know people were studying Uranus, but they are.
Wow.
He wakes up sore.
And they continue to. In the research, they encountered something very astonishing about the seventh planet in our solar system.
They're calling it a planet?
Yeah, they are. Their findings, which were published in the journal ARXIV.
Man, do I love that
Oh,
journal.
man. Do you get more than the swimsuit edition in February, or do you get it year-round? Year-round,
It's
okay.
the journal. It's
Yeah, I know.
the
ARXIV.
ARXIV
Yeah.
journal, yeah.
Yeah.
I do it for
Anyway,
the shoe phone myself.
it revealed that the amount of methane gas
no.
in Uranus.
All right. We got there.
It's not even real. It's a story.
It's
not even real. It's just
significantly
for the headline.
higher than previously
It's
thought.
like the Babylon Bee. They just give you a headline, then they make up a story underneath the headline.
No, this sounds
No, I
accurate if
know.
we're talking about
I know.
Uranus.
We're talking about the AR.
No, we're talking about Uranus has more methane than we previously
journal.
thought.
And it exists in a form that's not entirely gaseous.
That's debatable.
This
Scientists
is the story
are still...
that just keeps on giving.
It is.
Yeah, and whoever wrote this was
Thank
thinking, there's going to be a wacky morning zoo
Good
show
morning.
going to be
That's right.
talking about this story, and I can't wait.
Now, contrary to previous assumptions, of course, Uranus doesn't have methane gas entirely frozen or in a squishy state. That would be icky if it did.
That would be.
All right.
You don't want that in Uranus.
No, you don't.
Scientists estimate that only about 10% of the planet may have methane in a soft form. These new findings challenge the earlier belief that Uranus was predominantly composed of water and ice. No, it's mostly
It's not.
apparently methane gas. So,
But not squishy.
not
it's not
squishy
all of it.
methane.
That'd
No,
that'd get messy for the scientists.
yeah, it could. Astronomers are now investigating the reason behind Uranus's massive size. It was previously thought that planets initially formed from clouds and dust around the sun. As these materials aggregated, they eventually formed different planets, including planetesimals ranging from a few miles to several hundred miles in size.
This is where the author of the story, he's like, all right, I guess I better put some real
down.
serious
It's got to
sounding
be some
stuff.
science in here.
Yeah.
The massive objects within Uranus are thought to resemble comets from the Kuiper Belt. However, if these comets lack the material to produce water, then where did Uranus's ice come from? Due to its distance from the Earth, though, little is known. Very little is known about Uranus. I mean, a lot of people are not that far from the Earth. Depends on how tall you are, I guess.
How many studies are there happening at any given time of Uranus? You'd notice after a while, right?
Dozens, yeah. And like we eventually noticed this one. I mean, this has been going on for a while, and we didn't notice until now. So, just some little-known facts and some insight into Uranus.
I'm surprised
that you
that
need
we're,
for today.
this particular scientist is calling it a planet.
I know, that's weird. But, I mean, if it gets to a certain size, what are you going to say?
Yeah. Are you considering?
You know?
Are you confusing?
It's like when
Pluto?
you get stuck between the moon and New York City. When you get to
yes,
that
I am.
size.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yes, I am.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry.
Pluto
I
is now
apologize.
Plutoid.
Right. Yes, I'm sorry. I mixed up my Uranuses. Sorry.
It's not funny when you do it like that.
It's Uranus. Anyway.
Yeah, don't put my in front of Uranus.
No, it's pronounced either way, actually. Uranus is still funny, frankly.
Did you see that?
I can make something out of Uranus, too.
I was thinking that it was Pluto.
Did you see that big discovery
Sorry.
out of Michigan?
No.
I mean, that is pretty fascinating.
What's the big discovery?
They
out of
discovered
Michigan?
a woolly mammoth skull.
Okay.
And in Michigan.
All right.
And
okay. Yeah.
And apparently,
Look at that.
Yeah. I forgot who sent us this. Maybe it was Texas Bizzle. Somebody sent us. They actually had an old photograph of its original owner of this woolly mammoth. There it is.
Do we know where in? Oh.
Yeah. See, it was in Michigan, and it's a woolly mammoth. I mean, he's really old.
Yes, it was actually an old Fisher farm.
It's a Fisher farm.
They
Really?
dug it up on. Yeah, they dug this up a few years ago.
Show us on the map,
right
on the hand map.
Yeah,
Okay,
right here.
right there.
Now, most of my
Right
people are from up in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we kept our mammoths down
Wait,
here.
why'd you keep your mammoth so far away?
Well, they take up a lot of ground and eat a lot of stuff.
I see.
And after so long,
right.
We found out that we could move faster on horses, so we killed that son of a gun and ate it.
Actually,
and we ate it.
There were
And that's
butcher
the
marks
guy
on the
that was
bones.
found.
Yes,
And that's from you and your
no
family.
wonder.
That's correct.
No
Okay.
wonder.
Did the mammoth? Did your pet have a name?
Oh well, I mean, my kids used to call it Willie.
Willie the woolly mammoth.
Okay.
Willie.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Willie.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, they didn't like it when we killed it, but they were happy with dinner.
But they didn't.
Too bad.
All right. Well, Jeffy will rejoin us on Friday when we're doing the MH370 Mystery Flight show, which should be fascinating. But in the meantime, we're back tomorrow for Pat Gray Unleashed. And then, of course, don't forget overtime coming up.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.